Hey, y'all. Come on, get in here. It's Monday morning. Some people dread Monday. I don't know why, but Mondays are my thing, right? Mondays are my jam. Mondays are for motivation, y'all. Get in here. Get you some motivation. That's what I want you to get. Get you some motivation. But listen, I didn't come here to twerk this morning for y'all. This is a New Orleans classic for the summer, y'all. If you're in New Orleans, you know all about this. If you're not, you gotta get you some, okay? Um, but this is my hype music for this morning, rather. So listen, y'all. This is what I come to talk to you all about. I want you to get your minds right. That's the something that I want you to get today, right? Um, One of the things that I realized, right? Y'all know I talk to a lot of people. One of the things that I am realizing is that mindset is everything, right? And it's weird that I'm talking about mindset on a Monday. So yeah, you know what? I might entitle this mindset on a Monday. I love mindset. Y'all know I'm a therapist by trade. I do a lot of mindset coaching. I love talking about mindset because for me, from my perspective, everything starts with the mind, right? Whether you believe you can't, whether you believe you can, it's all the thought process, right? I think I can. I think I can. The little engineer could said, I think I can. I think I can, and he did. If you tell yourself, I think I can't do this, then you won't, right? The Bible says, so a man thinks, so is he. So that tells me right there that your mind has to be right in order for you to succeed. Or if your mind is all wrong, then you're going to succeed at failing, right? Either way, it's the thought process that matters, right? So one of the things is a lot of times we buy into things that people say about us, right? And it's not about what they say. I know the old people used to always say, it ain't about what they say, it's about, what you believe or what you receive, whatever it is. But the reality is when somebody says something about us, whether they're saying you're a failure or you ain't gonna succeed or you fat or you whatever it is, right? The reason why it would piss you off so much is because part of you believes that, right? Somewhere in your mind, you resonate with that. I don't care what your mouth say, because you could be like, if they say you fat, I could never be fat, all this other stuff. But somewhere in your mind, you believe that, right? And because you're responsible for your thoughts and your mind and all that good stuff, only you can change that, right? So now it is up to you to dig into your psyche to be like, what do I believe about me, right? And if it's something that's not positively feeding you, you need to change that thought. And I mean actively change that thought, right? So the thing about it is, if it's something about you that you don't like, change it, right? If it can be changed, change it. If it cannot be changed, F it, accept it, and roll the hell on, right? I'm going to use for prime example. Me and my bonus son, the youngest one, we joke a lot. And he'll say things, and this will make me realize it one day, because I'm not one that, at one time I could have been a lawyer. I'm gonna be a great debater, right? Now I just don't have a desire to, right? So literally, like anything you say, I'm gonna say you're right. Technically, that's what most people want to hear anyway. You're right. So hey, you're right, whatever. So one day he was, just messing with me or whatever. And he was like, your mama old, whatever. And I was like, I agree. She actually was a participant at the Last Supper. So that paused him, right? Because again, for somebody to have a back and forth exchange with you, you got to participate in that, right? So I was like, you right. She was a participant at the Last Supper. And he was like, okay, he had nothing else to say, right? Because I was supposed to say, my mom ain't old. And then we were supposed to have an exchange and all that other stuff, right? No. So then another day he was like, that's why your hair napping. And I say, oh, I agree. I was long overdue to go to the hairdresser, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, this is not the way this is supposed to go, because you're supposed to, I say, I'm supposed to give you an exchange, right? He was like, yeah. I was like, I don't feel like it, right? But I also could remember years ago, before I got to this level of maturity, a girl called me a fat bitch, right? She didn't like me, which is obvious, right? So she called me a fat bitch. And so I was like, I could never be a fat beat, blah, 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 and this is that, or that. Again, this years ago. then I thought about that after the fact, right? I was like, why did that piss me off so much when she said that, right? I said, because part of you believes it, right? I don't care what my mouth was saying to her at the time. Something in me felt like I was fat. So that's the only way that she could connect with that, because something in me already believed it, no matter what my mouth said, right? So what I had to do something about that so that I no longer believe that, either accept being fat. Somebody got to be fat, shit, whatever it is. I'm still not a skinny chick. It don't matter, right? Somebody got to be a size 16 or 18 or 20 or 22. Somebody else got to be a 1, 2, XYZ, right? So whatever it is, that's who I am, right? So certain things I can change, right? So because a part of me did believe that, right? When I realized that that's why that hit hard, right? Because I'm the dog that got hit and that barked, right? I started doing something about it. Now, that's something that I can do something about, right? Another thing that I am not the biggest fan of is the fact that I'm 5'2", right? I'm short as hell. I can't reach nothing on the top shelf. Absolutely nothing, right? But what the hell can I do about that? Nothing to add to my height, right? So what do I do to improvise? In the kitchen, we have this little thing that you sharpen knives on, right? It's pretty long. When nobody else is home, I utilize that to get what I need off the top shelf, right? When all the fellas are home, because everybody in the house is taller than me, I say, hey, one of y'all, come grab this for me, right? That's what I can do about that situation. But I cannot add any inches to my height, right? So when there is something about you that you don't like, acknowledge it to yourself, work on it and change it if it can be changed. If it can't be changed, either accept it or improvise, right? But don't allow that, whatever that is, for somebody to use it as a weapon against you. You start believing it, and now they own your power, right? Take your power back. Take your power back. Don't let anybody dictate to you. Because at that point, if they can tell you who you are, or you're a loser, you're not going to succeed in that XYZ and this and that, and then you believe it and receive it, then now they are dictating the terms of your life, because now they made you a loser, right? Because you believed it. They didn't make you a loser. They just convinced you that you was, and you accepted it and received it, and now you're living based on the terms that they have dictated for your life, right? It is time for you to dig deep in your mind at this point, right? And realize the thoughts that are not feeding you, are not supporting you, are not pushing you forward, and pluck those thoughts, right? It's time for us to do a lot of mindset work, because it's the mind that is convincing us whether we can succeed or whether we're going to lose. And it's not outside forces. It is within us, right? It's literally within us to win. It's within us to succeed. But something in our mind makes us believe different. It doesn't matter if, okay, my upbringing, my family not supportive, and I've never had this done. Let me eliminate every excuse that you could possibly come up with, right? Because I could counter it. Like I used to do that with my children and when I used to have teen camp every year. They will come up with an excuse and I will counter everyone. Okay, so now what you got? So once I eliminated it, they were like, oh, okay, Miss Andy, I'm about to go do it. Yeah, right? You born and raised poor? Me too. I was born and raised in the Alpha Mean Project, right? No excuse. Or I must, come from a single parent home. Me too. Me too. My mama was the only one to raise me. My daddy wasn't there. What else you got, right? That can't be an excuse not to succeed. That has to be your motivation to succeed. But you have to convert your thoughts and handle your mindset in order for you to believe that no matter what the circumstances were, no matter what the circumstances are, that you can still win and that you can still succeed. I could have had all the excuses, right? I just told y'all I was born and raised really, really poor in a housing project. I witnessed, drug transactions on a regular, murders on a regular, everything, right? Everything that could have stopped me from succeeding and that probably should have stopped me from succeeding has not, right? Because mentally I knew, right, in me being connected to God, God revealed to me a long time ago that I'm supposed to be successful, right? Because that's his plan for my life, right? Has nothing to do with nobody on the outside think I should get and all this other stuff. This is God's plan that I am working through, right? And he had a different plan for my life. It doesn't matter how it started, right? But now, because I know the plan that he has for me, he knows the plans that he has for me. Now, mentally, I have to receive it, right? And also acknowledge the fact that, okay, God has great in store for me. I'm just a little old net from the project, whatever it is. However, God is calling me to greater. So I got to go to where the greater is, right? And I can't let my mind continue to cripple me from getting to there, wherever there is, right? You too have a responsibility to overcome your thoughts in order to get to where God is calling you, because it's always somewhere and something greater in store for you. But a lot of times, again, we allow our mentals to get in the way. We allow what other people say. And then again, when they say something and it connects with something that's already in you and in your thought processes or whatever, and it handicaps you from moving forward, we got to do the mind work. We got to do the mind work. Stop lying to yourself and be like, oh, I'm good. I ain't thinking on negative thoughts, because a lot of time they embedded in there and they silent in there, but you got to do the work to get those bad thoughts out of there. The negative naysaying, whatever voice it is that's not feeding you. When you're talking to yourself, because we all have positive self-talk and negative self-talk, right? We might not move our lips, but the voices in our head is going, right? So you can acknowledge that or not, whatever it is. If it's not feeding you and supporting you, hush it, right? Just silence it. And the way to silence it is to overpower it with something more positive, right? Positive affirmations. I do those daily. Those are some things that you probably want to start doing daily. Early in the morning, before you get up and do anything, feed yourself those positive affirmations. When you have negative thoughts coming throughout the day, I have them recorded in my phone, right? I can play it right quick, or I pull it up and I read it out loud to myself, right? This is something that you should do all the time. But we have to start doing the mind work, right? The mindset is so important. We have to start doing the mind work in order for us to start accelerating in our gifts, getting to our destinies in the lane that God has designed for us. We have to start doing the mindset work, right? The mindset matters. So a man thinks, so is he. So the Bible is telling us, whatever you think, you are. If you think you're going to fail, you're going to succeed at failing. If you think you're going to succeed, you're going to succeed at succeeding, right? Either or. But it starts with the mindset. So work there. Let this be Mindset Monday. Start with the work. Start doing the work, right? And working on your mindset. So I just wanted to kind of touch base with you all on that. So that we can get this mindset work in. Again, if you know that this is an area of struggle for you and you are not good with converting your thoughts and need to work on the mindset, because again, the mindset will hold you in place, right? And stop you from accelerating in your business and in your life and whatever it is that, whatever area that you want to succeed in. I am experiencing doing a lot of mindset work, transitioning from being a therapist. I never stopped doing mindset work, right? I just started working on mental illness and started working more on mental wellness. So if you need the support in the area of mindset coaching, that is my lane, please feel free to give me a call. Either give me a call or shoot me an email. And let's jump on the line and see how I can be of assistance to you in helping you to get that mindset converted, so that you can accelerate in the lane that God has orchestrated for your life. All right, y'all. So y'all, listen, this is a good start to a good week. New goals for the week, new aspirations, whatever you got planned for the week, you can accomplish it. Just put your mind to it. I believe in you. I trust in you. You can do it. You just have to believe in yourself the way that I believe in you, because I know that you can do all things through Christ, because he strengthens you to do so. And he said so. All right, y'all. So talk to y'all soon. I have some work that I need to go and do, but I just wanted to jump on real quick to encourage you all, and hopefully you can dig into those minds and get them together. All right, y'all. I gotta sign